Hi, this is Grady with Twin Creek Audio back again. Today I'm going to take you to a really cool and interesting place, the Texas Broadcast Museum in Kilgore, Texas. Now this place has so many different exhibits, interesting technology, everything from radio and TV to studio equipment. It is literally overwhelming. So I'll only really be able to show you a fraction of what they have. So if you enjoy the video, or even if you don't enjoy the video, I still highly recommend you check out the Texas Broadcast Museum in Kilgore, Texas. See, there's the shirt. Enjoy the video. Unfortunately, during the beautiful drive to Kilgore, we got a flat tire and had to stop in Henderson, Texas to get the tire repaired. The tire shop was great though, and didn't even charge us to repair the flat tire, and then we headed on our way to the Texas Broadcast Museum.
Whistle Stop Coffee Shop. We need some.
Oh, they renovated.
They've got a lot of new stuff since we were here last time.
Chuck Conrad, the executive director of the museum, showed us around and told us about a lot of the different pieces at the museum. He is full of interesting information and stories and is just wonderful to talk to.
Your VHS machine, it's grandfather, I guess.
It's an Ampex.
Except it cost $65,000 when it was new. Weighs about 1,000 pounds, literally. I'm not exaggerating. It really hurts when it's got really good casters on it, and when you get it rolling, if you hit your little toe, and it really hurts. I mean, it really hurts.
Akai. Yeah, that's
But
a nice
these are all based on the Ampex 600 series design.
Look at this.
I'll detour for just a second. Our latest piece of craziness was putting that sign up.
Oh yeah,
Just this
that's the
week.
sign.
That actually came off the building that KFRO radio was in downtown Longview. The building was torn down in the 60s sometime. We found that in the field. Inch videotape machine is the last of their 2-inch machines. This one's close to working. We fired it up now, and it at least smoke doesn't come out. Yeah, we had them fired up last weekend, but they were, WPIX is an independent station in New York that had the franchise to do the New York Yankee baseball games. So all the Yankee games were seen on these, and these both actually make pretty good pictures.
Really?
Yeah, they need a lot of light, but they're
And what year were these?
well, they're 1970s vintage.
Okay.
And this is all the electronics it takes to run them too. So the camera is just a little bit of the tip of the iceberg.
And here's the camera we have nowadays.
Yes, I know. and they take stunning pictures.
They do.
They do. It's just crazy.
It's amazing.
Real fun happened. The director sat up here, and there'd be this piece really wouldn't be here. There'd be a Chiron, which is a character generator up here, and probably the producer would be sitting up here too. And 3 people sitting down here. It'd be a real crowd in this place. This is the master switcher for whichever camera goes on the air. They eventually upgraded this to 6 cameras, which they thought they were really in tall cotton with that. Now the Super Bowl this year, I think they used 115 cameras. I'm not sure how you keep track of 115 cameras. Rather carefully, I would assume, but on the other hand,
I think you'd have to.
well, the way I understand it, they had sub-directors that each director had about 10 cameras, and they would select the best shot, and then the main director only saw, the 15 sub-director cameras or something. But they could get an instant replay on anything. Even if you watch football games, there's these orange pylons down at the down near the goal line. There's cameras in them. There's 4 cameras in each one of those.
4?
4.
Why do they need 4 cameras?
Well, it's rectangular, so they got one on each corner.
It's the audio control booth with the PM 2000. Want to be in the video?
I don't know. Oh god, this chair's so squishy.
There's Gary in the telecruiser. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Amplifier up here. Is that original to the telecruiser?
There was one in it in the 60s, but that's an Altec. It's not an
Oh, an
Ampex.
Altec. Okay, yes.
They use it for some auxiliary channels. The audio console is not. The original one was a little GE 4-channel. At any rate, when I got this, there was a GE console in here. That's a slider console. I started to recap it, and then I opened the thing up and saw how many capacitors there were in it, and I went, I don't think so. It uses what they call resistors. The faders aren't really faders, no audio is going through it. It's actually a printed circuit board with a little slider that moves back and forth across a whole bunch of little pads on the circuit board. And as you move that up, there's resistors on each one of these. It turns on a light bulb. It's inside a little metal tube, and a photocell's on the other side of it. The photocell changes resistance as the light bulb gets brighter, and that's how the thing worked for audio. And I actually worked at a TV station that had one of those things, and it was horrible because you'd overshoot all the time because it took about a half a second for the light bulb to do anything. So you'd bring the fader up, and the audio would kind of fade up, but not in the same speed that you did the fader. It was real easy to overshoot how loud it was. And
This, what's that unit over there with the 2 big VUs?
it's a test set for telephone lines.
Okay. Hammond
It's
C3?
something else that is, yeah, it's the same thing as a Hammond B3, except in a more ornate cabinet. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have a Leslie. The C was for church.
Right.
And so this has a modesty panel, so you can't see the church lady's knees or anything like that. And it doesn't have a Leslie. It has what they call a tone cabinet.
That's what I was wondering if it had, because it doesn't.
The Molex connector is not original, but it's these things originally. There's pedals down here, and you pump, kind of like a stir stepper or something, and that makes a vacuum.
What do you think of this, Gary?
What's inside?
We have a second RCA PK41 camera. Actually, we have all the rest of this. This is new to us. This is a 340-pound special TV camera with no handles, so it's not portable, but they hauled them out in the field anyway. But this one's complete. We have, at the other building, we got the rack of, the 2 racks of equipment and the color monitor that go with it, and the cables. And the cables are about that big around. I mean, they're humongous. World War II. It might fit your head, but it's really tiny. I don't think you fit on it. It's really heavy. I can't imagine what it was like having to mark it. You think they got it?
Louis Victor Radio is the only home recording Electrola.
Well, for the 1930s, actually, when Hitler took over Germany, he got radio stations that everything was contrary to this particular point of view. And in fact, if you had a radio that you took up to the BBC, so you got your 8-track, they kill you.
Louis Victor Radio home recording Electrola, model RE57. Sold in 1929 for $306.69. Or $15 down if you wanted to pay over time.
They're really good at things too, you know. When we first opened this place up, we would stand out here all day and talk to people. I still like to go sit down.
Oh, yeah.
But it's much harder to know if you share something. The rest of the time, we're kind of the desk and wires.
Wow, look at this. These are little another gates. This is
It's a transcription player.
okay.
Before tape recorders, things were distributed to radio stations on big transcription discs like that, 16-inch disc. You get a half an hour on the side, and they'd mail you your program for the week. They would. Do you know the Bing Crosby story about tape recording?
I do.
Well, he got tired of having transcriptions because when you're recording this, if you screw up in the last 5 minutes of the side, you got to do the whole thing over again. You can't edit it. And he got a hold of one of the German magnetophones. His engineer said, "Look, you can take this and go snip, snip, and take out the bad parts, snip it together, and all of a sudden you don't have to pay the Andrews sisters all over again for singing."
And he was the one of the people that invested to start
He invested in
Ampex.
Ampex. He did. He went to Ampex, who didn't. They'd been making motors for servo assemblies and things for the military during World War II, and they were really searching for a product, but they didn't know anything about tape recorders at all. But they knew about motors, and Crosby talked him into making Ampex tape recorders, and the rest is history. Supposedly, he had to buy the first 20 machines and give him $50,000 investment in the thing, which he was making lots of money, so I guess it wasn't too bad. But that was a lot of money back in.
Here's a really cool room. That's an Atari. RCA RT21. That is an Atari MX5050. That is an Ampex with Lang Electronics. There's a Fostex E16 and Ampex 440. Tascam 388 8-track with built-in mixer. And here's the Soundcraft Delta. You recognize that power supply over there in the bottom of that rack?
Where? Oh, yeah, that one.
CPS 450B. A couple more Ampex electronics down here. I don't know what that is. Looks like an amp.
Mm-hmm.
Little amp to a voice.
Well, and on soccer fields, there'll be 2 fields side. And somebody would come up to me from the next field over and say, "My kid wants to come." That's fine. Everybody watch them. Yep. Everybody, they keep them in one place and keep an eye on them and please help.
Anything, yes.
This is a great guy, really cool guy. So he ended up getting a wheelchair-enabled van, but every so often the ramp on it quits working. So Phil, we downloaded the schematics because you can get them off the internet, and Phil goes and works on Russell's ramp for his wheelchair. There's all kinds of stuff you can do if you learn how to work on that stuff.
Sure.
And it.
Okay, so that's it for the video on the Texas Broadcast Museum in Kilgore, Texas. We hope you enjoyed it. Give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments if you think we ought to do another video. I know I could find a lot more things to show you and talk about at this place. It's so amazing. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.